Today's class is on hydrolysis of salt in their aqueous solution like weak acid, weak base, strong acid, strong base, strong acid, weak base, and weak acid, strong base salt, and their pH calculations in their aqueous solution.
Today I am starting hydrolysis of salts, which is a part of ionic equilibrium also, hydrolysis of salts. Now first I have to define which is called a hydrolysis. Hydrolysis is the process through which the salt in its aqueous solution reacts with water to form either acidic solution or basic or alkaline solution. So this is the definition of the hydrolysis of salt. Hydrolysis, again I am telling that hydrolysis means in its aqueous solution salt reacts with water to form either acidic solution or alkaline solution. So on the basis of the parent compound, that means acid or base, on the basis of these we can classify the salts into different categories, 4 different categories. Number 1, weak acid. Suppose strong acid and strong base. The first category is this, strong acid and strong base. Examples are sodium chloride, salts of strong acid and strong base, sodium chloride, potassium nitrate, again sodium sulfate, etc. and so on. These are strong acid, strong base salt. Like I am giving an example like this. Suppose potassium nitrate we have taken here as an example. Potassium nitrate already decomposes to form, ionizes to form K plus and NO3 minus, ionizes in aqueous solution to form this, and water also get dissociates to form H plus and OH minus. Now by combining these two we gain KOH, and by combining these two we gain HNO3. We obtain HNO3, and we know that this is a strong base and this is a strong acid also. So this type of salt, strong acid and strong base, doesn't get hydrolyzed. So these salts doesn't get, or actually these salts don't get hydrolyzed and its aqueous solution is neutral. So pH of the solution becomes 7. Now in case of second, suppose strong acid and weak base salt. Strong acid and weak base salt. Like I am giving an example of strong acid is hydrochloric acid and weak base, suppose ammonium hydroxide. So ammonium chloride, an example of such type of salt. Ammonium chloride. See this ammonium chloride dissociates to form NH4 plus and Cl minus in its aqueous solution. Again water also dissociates to form H plus and OH minus. So these two combines, NH4 plus combines with OH minus to form NH4OH, and H plus combines with Cl minus to form HCl. So it is a weak base and hence it is a strong acid. So solution will be acidic solution. Again I am giving the example of point number 3. This is weak acid, strong base salt. Weak acid and strong base. See, this acetic acid is weak acid and sodium hydroxide is a strong base. So the salt for an example is taken as COH3COONA, sodium acetate. It dissociates in its aqueous solution to form these ions CH3CO minus and Na plus. Water also dissociates to form H plus and OH minus. So again the anion combines with H plus to form, again anion combines with H plus to form acetic acid, and the cation combines with OH minus to form sodium hydroxide, and we know that this is a strong base but this is the weak acid, and hence the solution is basic solution. That means pH is greater than 7. Here acidic solution, in case of acidic solution pH is less than 7. And the last part is the salt of weak acid and weak base. Weak acid and weak base. I am giving an example of ammonium acetate, CH3COONH4. So like this, it produces CH3COO minus and H4 plus in its aqueous solution. Water also dissociates to form H plus and OH minus. Now these two combines to form CH3COOH, and these two combine to form ammonium hydroxide, and we know that both are weak acid and weak base. So approx neutral, because both are weak, so neither H plus nor OH minus remain in excess inside the solution. So this solution is approx neutral. So these are the different salt which get hydrolyzed in its aqueous solution. Already we have seen that solution of the salt which contains strong acid and strong base doesn't get hydrolyzed, like sodium chloride, potassium nitrate, potassium chloride, sodium nitrate, sodium sulfate, potassium sulfate. All these salts are the salt of strong acid and strong base. That's why they do not get hydrolyzed. Actually, on hydrolysis they produce either strong acid as well as strong base, and again that strong acid completely ionizes in its aqueous solution to form H plus ion, as well as the strong base completely ionizes in its aqueous solution to form OH minus ions, and these two combine to form water again, and the salt in its solution remains same, and that's why they do not get hydrolyzed. The pH of the solution is equal to 7 and it is neutral. Now I am giving the explanation of the pH of a solution containing salt of strong acid and weak base, just like ammonium chloride, strong acid and weak base. Suppose Mx is such type of a salt, Mx, M plus X minus, because we know that it is a salt of strong acid, weak base. So in its aqueous solution, it dissociates to form MOH plus HX. It is a weak base, but it is a strong acid. So we can write this expression like this: M plus X minus, because in its aqueous solution it dissociates like this, M plus and X minus. These two in its aqueous solution forms MOH, because it is weak base, it doesn't get ionized completely, hence it remains in its molecular state in its aqueous solution, MOH. But as it is a strong acid, it dissociates completely in its aqueous solution to form H plus and X minus. So by cancelling these two X minus from both the sides, we get actually M plus H2O. It forms MOH plus H plus, or we can write also M plus 2H2O arrow MOH plus H3O plus. So see, this solution becomes acidic due to the presence of either H plus or H3O plus. So solution becomes acidic. Solution becomes acidic, and such type of solution, during the formation of such type of solution, you can see that only M plus ionized to form MOH. So we can say this process is cationic hydrolysis. This process is called the cationic hydrolysis, because the anion is cancelled. It is always inside the solution, as this is the part of a strong acid. That's why this is the cationic hydrolysis. Therefore Kh, hydrolysis constant, equal to MOH, third bracket MOH, third bracket H3O plus, divided by third bracket M plus, because we know that water is a pure solvent, and we have taken that concentration of water is constant, that's why it is equal to unit. So we have taken here MOH, third bracket MOH into third bracket H3O plus divided by third bracket M plus. Now we know that for a strong weak base MOH, it ionizes in its solution as M plus and OH minus. Therefore Kb for this expression, Kb for this basic solution, alkaline solution, we can write this M plus into OH minus divided by MOH. This is the expression for the Kb for this alkaline solution. Now see this, from these two expressions we can write that if we multiply these two, Kh, that means equation number 1, with equation number 2, if we multiply these two, that means equation number 1 is multiplied by equation number 2, we get Kh into Kb Therefore, Kh into Kb equal to, see this, in case of Kh you can write MOH into H3O plus divided by M plus, and in case of Kb we can write here M plus OH minus divided by MOH. So by cancelling MOH, by cancelling M plus, we get here only H3O plus, product of H3O plus concentration into OH minus concentration, and we know that product of these two represent the Kw. So from this expression we can say that Kw equal to Kh into Kb. Kw, we know that this is the Anderson constant of water. So therefore Kh equal to Kw by Kb. Kw by Kb. Kh equal to Kw by Kb. Now from this data, Kh equal to Kw by Kb, we have written here Kh equal to Kw by Kb. See this, for the weak base we can write here M plus in presence of water gets hydrolyzed to form MOH, which is weak base, plus H3O plus. And for this expression we can see that M plus water, suppose Kh of this solution can be represented as, suppose 1 mole of MOH is taken here, this is also 1 mole, this is 0 mole initial concentration of this mole per liter. But if H is the degree of hydrolysis, then we can write 1 minus H into C, just like Ostwald law, by applying Ostwald dilution law, 1 minus H into C, where C is the molarity, molar concentration, mole per liter actually. Here also, but the water is constant, yes, because water is a pure solvent. So we have taken this H into C here, H into C also here. So for this expression we can write this Kh equal to third bracket MOH into third bracket H3O plus divided by M plus. That means we can write for the MOH, third bracket MOH, you can write 1 by HC into, for H3O plus we can also write HC divided by M plus, we can write 1 minus H into C. So we can cancel this C to get this expression CH square by 1 minus H, and as we know that MOH is a very weak base, so its degree of dissociation or degree of hydrolysis is very low, so H is very much less than that of 1. Therefore 1 minus H is approx equal to 1. We can say this, 1 minus H is approx equal to 1. So actually Kh now becomes equal to CH square. Therefore from this expression we can write H equal to root over of Kh by C, root over of Kh by C. But we know that Kh is equal to nothing but Kw by Kb. So instead of Kh we can write here Kw by Kb into C. This is the expression of the degree of hydrolysis H. Now for the H3O plus, concentration of H3O plus, we can write here Hc. That means for H you can write here Kw by Kb into C. It is multiplied by C. So from this expression we can write Kw root over of Kw by Kb into C. So concentration of H3O plus is root over of Kw into C divided by Kb, under root over of Kw into C divided by Kb. Therefore log of H3O plus can be written as, taking log in both sides, we get log of this, that means half log of Kw plus half log of C minus half log of Kb. This is the expression. Now taking minus side in both sides, minus sign, minus log of H3O plus in both sides, minus log of H3O plus is equal to minus half log Kw, minus half log Kw, minus minus, that means minus of minus half, we can write here minus of minus half log Kb, and this will be also minus half log C. Now we know that minus log of H3O plus can be written as pH, and minus log Kw can be written as pKw. So half pKw, it becomes half pKw. Minus log of Kb can be written as pKb minus log of Kb. So it becomes half pKb with this negative sign, and minus half log C. This is the expression of the pH of such type of a salt solution which forms in between two compounds, which is a strong acid and weak base. So the pH of such type of solution becomes half pKw minus half pKb minus half log C. Now I am showing the pH of the solution of a salt of weak acid and strong base. Expression of the pH of the solution of salt of weak acid and strong base. Example, sodium acetate. Suppose we have taken MX is a salt which is of weak acid and strong base. So MX in water solution dissociates to form MOH and HX, of which this is a strong base, and suppose this is weak acid. Now MX can be written as M plus and X minus, because in water solution it harmonizes to form M plus X minus, and it reacts with water to form MOH, which is a strong base, so it can be written as M plus and OH minus, plus it is weak acid, so it doesn't get dissociated completely and remains in its molecular state. So by cancelling these two, M plus, we can write this as X minus plus water to form OH minus plus HX. This is the expression. And here you can see that this is an anionic hydrolysis. Anionic hydrolysis, because anion gets hydrolyzed. X minus, not the M plus, because M plus is cancelled from both the sides. Anionic hydrolysis takes place here. Anionic hydrolysis takes place here. Now X minus plus water, OH minus HX. Since the solution contains strong base, that's why solution becomes alkaline. Solution becomes alkaline. Now we can write this KH for this solution as OH minus into HX divided by X minus, because the concentration of water remains same and it is unit because it is a pure substance. That's why we can write OH minus into HX into X minus. This is suppose equation number 1. And for this weak acid HX, it dissociates into water to form H3O plus and X minus. Therefore Ka for this dissociation constant for this acid can be written as Ka equal to H3O plus into X minus divided by HX. This can be written as this. So this is the expression number 2. Now multiplying these two, 1 into 2, we get KH into Ka, which is equal to, for KH you can write OH minus into HX divided by X minus, and for Ka you can write H3O plus into X minus divided by HX. So HX can be cancelled, X minus also can be cancelled, so it becomes the product of concentration of OH minus and H3O plus, and we know that this product can be represented as Kw. Therefore we can say that Kw equal to KH into Ka. Therefore from this expression we can write here KH equal to Kw by Ka. So this is the expression KH equal to Kw by Ka. Now we can see that for this expression X minus plus water, OH minus plus HX, initial concentration of X minus, we can write here X minus plus water. This forms OH minus plus HX inside the aqueous solution, OH minus plus HX. So initial concentration, suppose 1 mole per liter, 1 mole per liter, this is 0 mole initial concentration. But if H is the degree of hydrolysis of the salt, then 1 minus H into C is the final concentration. This becomes also 1 minus H into C. But we have taken water as the pure solvent, that's why its concentration becomes 1. It becomes HC, it becomes also HC. Therefore, writing here OH minus, instead of OH minus we can write here HC, because this is the concentration of the H minus. In case of Hx also you can write Hc. In case of x minus you can write here 1 minus h into c. See this 1 minus h into c. So by cancelling c we get ch square by 1 minus h. Again we can say that since degree of hydrolysis is very low because it is a weak base, weak acid. That's why its degree of hydrolysis is very low. Since h is very much less than 1, therefore 1 minus h can be written as 1. So this becomes ch square. So we can say that h equal to root over of kh by c from this expression, because kh equal to ch square. So h equal to root over of kh by c. Now here see this kh equal to kw by ka. So instead of kh you can write here kw by ka into c. Now for H minus we can write hc. So if we calculate the value of concentration of H minus, then we can write hc, and this becomes root over of kw by ka into c multiplied by c. So it becomes kw by ka multiplied by c numerator part. So kw into c by ka. This is the H minus. Now we know that concentration of H3O plus is nothing but kw by OH minus. kw by concentration of OH minus. So it becomes kw divided by concentration of OH minus. Instead of this we can write here kw into c by ka. So it becomes root over of kw into ka divided by c, root over of kw into ka divided by c. So taking log in both sides we get log of H3O plus. Log of H3O plus is equal to half log of kw plus half log of ka plus minus half log c. Now from this expression we can write here pH equal to, because minus log of H3O plus is pH, so it also becomes minus half log kw, that means half pkw. It also becomes minus half log ka, that means it becomes plus half pka, and it also becomes minus, it is also multiplied by minus sign, so it becomes plus half log c. So this is the expression of the pH of the salt solution having weak acid and strong base. So pH equal to half pkw plus half pk plus half log c. Now I am showing the hydrolysis of solution of a salt of weak acid and weak base. Example CH3CO NH4. This is a salt of weak acid and weak base. Suppose here Mx is a salt of weak acid weak base. It dissociates in its aqueous solution to form MOH plus HX, and both of them are weak. So weak base, it is also weak acid. Therefore the KH of the solution now, because as they dissociate, do not get dissociated, completely dissociate in its aqueous solution. So for this total reaction, the hydrolysis constant KH can be written as concentration of MOH, concentration of HX divided by concentration of M plus into X minus, because it dissociates as in its aqueous solution, it forms M plus X minus, so it can be written as M plus into X minus. In its aqueous solution it remains same because the concentration of water is unit as it is a pure solvent. Now for the weak base we can write here MOH dissociates in its aqueous solution to form M plus OH minus, and Kb for this expression can be written as M plus molar concentration of M plus molar concentration of OH minus divided by molar concentration of MOH. And for the weak acid HX, it dissociates in its aqueous solution H2O to form H3O plus X minus, H3O plus X minus. So for Ka can be written as third bracket H3O plus third bracket X minus divided by third bracket HX. So now this is expression number 1, this is expression number 2, this is expression number 3. So if we multiply these three, number 1 into number 2 into number 3, so the expression becomes, now see this, for 1 we can write KH into KB into KA, into Ka. This is equal to, for Kh you can write MOH into Hx divided by M plus concentration of M plus into X minus into Kb. For Kb we have to write M plus OH minus divided by MOH, and for Ka we can write here H3O plus X minus divided by Hx. So from this expression we have to cancel MOH. From both this expression we have to cancel M plus, we have to cancel X minus, we have to cancel Hx. So we get here only OH minus, concentration of OH minus multiplied by concentration of H3O plus, which also represents Kw. Therefore, for this expression we can write that Kw equal to Kh into Ka into Kb. So Kh now becomes Kw by Ka into Kb. This is the expression of Kh equal to Kw by Ka into Kb. Now see this, Kh equal to Kw by Ka into Kb. Already you have proved this, Kh equal to Kw by Ka into Kb. For this salt, M plus X minus plus water, it forms MOH plus Hx. Both of them are weak base and weak acid. So the initial concentration of the salt is taken as 1C, molar concentration 1C, but the final concentration at equilibrium it becomes 1 minus H into C, where H is the degree of hydrolysis, 1 minus H into C is the concentration of M plus, 1 minus H into C is the concentration of X minus, and that for MOH it becomes CH, and that for Hx, which is weak acid, it becomes CH. So we can write here concentration of M plus is equal to concentration of X minus is equal to 1 minus H into C, and concentration of MOH is equal to concentration of Hx is equal to Hc. So putting this data in Kh equation number 1, we get Kh equation number 1, Kh equal to, for MOH we can write Hc, for Hx we can write Hc divided by, for M plus we can write 1 minus H into C, and for X minus also we can write 1 minus H into C. So cancelling C square from numerator as well as denominator, we get H square by 1 minus H whole square. Again we know that both of them are weak base and weak acid, and that's why 1 minus H can be written as 1. So Kh can be written as H square only. Therefore H equal to root over of only Kh, H equal to. So we can write Kh, Kw by Ka, Kb. Therefore H equal to root over of Kw by Ka into Kb. See this, no expression of the concentration term is here. All of them are constant, Kw, Ka and Kb. So concentration of H3O plus, see this, concentration of H3O plus here, concentration of H3O plus, this can be written as H3O plus into, for X minus we can write 1 minus H into C, for X minus we can write 1 minus H into C divided by, for Hx we can write Hc. So CC cancel again, therefore concentration of H3O plus into 1 minus H, which is approx equal to 1 divided by H. So since we know that 1 minus H is approx equal to 1, because H is very much small quantity as compared to the 1, and that's why we, from this expression we can write H3O plus equal to Ka into H. So H3O plus equal to Ka into H. What is the value of H? Kw by Ka into Kb. So Ka into, instead of H you can write here Kw by Ka into Kb. See this, H equal to root over of Kw by Ka Kb. So we can write instead of H Kw by Ka Kb. So this becomes root over of Kw into Ka divided by Kb. Now from this expression again we can write the value of concentration of log of concentration of H3O plus, log of concentration of H3O plus is equal to half log Kw, half log Kw plus half log Ka minus half log Kb, half log Kb. Therefore, multiplying both sides with negative sign, we get pH, because minus log of H3O plus is pH. It also multiplied by minus sign, so minus log Kw becomes pKw, that means half pKw, half pKw. Minus log of Ka, it becomes minus log of Kb because it is multiplied by minus sign. Minus log Ka means pKa with negative sign, that means half, so it becomes plus half pKa minus, it is multiplied by minus sign, so minus log Kb, that means it becomes log Kb, pKb, so it becomes minus half pKb. So the expressions are pH equal to, the expression becomes pH equal to half pKw plus half pKa minus half pKb. This is the expression for the hydrolysis of the solution of the salt of weak acid and weak base. Now in brief, we can write this, the pH of hydrolysis of salt. Also we know that for strong acid and strong base, the salt of strong acid and strong base doesn't get hydrolyzed and hence pH becomes 7, it is neutral. For strong base and weak acid, the pH equal to half pKw plus half pKa plus half log C. For weak base strong acid, pH equal to half pKw minus half pKb minus half log C. For weak base and weak acid, pH equal to half pKw plus half pKa minus half pKb. Now, how you can memorize these three expressions, these three equations to calculate the pH of this hydrolysis of salt? See this pH, always half pKw. You have to write half pKw for any type of salt. Strong base, weak acid, weak base, strong acid and weak base, weak acid. You have to write half pKw. For weak acid, always positive. For weak base, all the terms are negative. That means for acid it is positive, for base it is negative. Here both of them are weak. Positive for acid, negative for base. Again I am saying that for weak acid, it is all these are positive terms. For weak base, all these are negative terms. And for both these, already we have seen that for weak acid, we have taken positive and for weak base, we have taken negative here. So, by these, we can memorize these three expressions of the pH of the hydrolysis of salt.